so many followers, you have a responsibility to do the right thing. And that's why I discussed moral decay yesterday. And that's why I stand with the brother TD Jakes. I personally visited the Potter's house. And except for it being on a grander scale, I didn't see anything happening in the Potter's house that you wouldn't see happen in the storefront church. You have the praise and worship team usher in the presence, get you in the spirit, get your hands raised, get you the Holy Ghost calling praise go up, blessings come down. Then you go into offering, then you go into the service and the man speaks. And this is a time-proven, well-worked system for inspiring people to get ready to give back to God what God has given them, if that's your belief. So if you come to the club, the nightclub, and you believe that by popping the most expensive bottle, you're going to get the most clout, that's what you go to the club for. If you go to church and you're going to give back to God what he's given to you, more power to you. If you're getting hustled in either place, that's your decision. You're all adults. Now, I remember Barack Obama, who there's a lot of stuff surrounding him as well. You know, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. I have a particular acquaintance that has a very interesting take on the Obama family, right? And what that presidency was about, who Barack Obama really is, sexual orientation wise, and the whole nine. I got a very, very interesting take on that from someone that I know. But be that as it may, people had something to say about Barack Obama going on talk shows. Y'all remember that? Oh, he's on talk shows. Backlash. First African president, he out kicking it. Backlash. Barack Obama, and this is why we came to love him, whether he had a ghostwriter or not. Barack Obama said, I'm going to be on platforms where the people that resonate with me are. Shut everybody up in one statement. Genius. Yes, Barack Obama is a Leo, as am I. Leo Nation. I could tell a joke to everybody. Everybody talk about, you know, zodiac signs. I'll be like, look, it ain't but 2 zodiac signs on that little wheel. I'm telling you right now. They be like, which is it? Virgo and Scorpio. And, you know, they just all going to put their own in. And I'll be like, no. Leo and not Leo. The rest of that circle just might as well say other. It's a Leo's world. Trust me. That was a sidebar. But the point still is, people are giving backlash because TD Jakes hangs out with P. Diddy. I'm trying to figure this thing out. There are quote unquote men of God preaching from the pulpit against TD Jakes. I find this strange, me personally, because I know that the church is within me, right? But if I look at the book that is on the podium for most men and women of God, they have that book up there, right? With the cross on it, right? The book says that the Pharisees and Sadducees had an issue with the people that Jesus hung around. We didn't have the parable and the fable of the Good Samaritan without someone that's not of this persuasion. I'm Samaritan, you're Israelite. If you're on the side of the road, our people hate your people so much, I'm supposed to keep on trucking. The Bible is full of tales of individuals that had no purpose or no reason dealing with that individual, but help them. Now, raise your hand if you believe that money drives you crazy. And I'm going to put Tyrese out there this morning as a sidebar. But just to show you, money can drive you crazy. Y'all want money. Y'all want money. Y'all want that pressure, that stress that comes with money. Money can drive you crazy. Heath Ledger Drove them crazy. Suicide is a real issue, you guys. It's a real issue. But I'm telling you right now, acting, putting on airs, being fugazi, pressure burst pipes. Let me continue. All I'm saying is, you look at Tyrese breaking down, crying, and going all the stuff he's going through, but you look at the actor in the movies, he's a pretty cool guy. You look at the singer back in the day. I grew up on Tyrese. You look back, pretty cool guy, never knowing what's going on internally. That's why a coach like me is necessary. Somebody solid, somebody foundational, somebody wise with years of lived experience. You see it? But you look at the people coming against TD Jakes and what they're saying. What are you saying? What are you saying? A man of God, the God that we read in the Bible, who was around a bunch of people and helped a bunch of people. They said, don't heal that person on the Sabbath. He said, what? Be healed. Right? People are coming against TD. I can't figure this out. Have any of you gone to the Potter's house? You go to the Potter's house and you tell me, except for exceptional preaching, that something's going on there that isn't going on in the smallest rinky-dinkest church that you can find. And before I go to my picture-in-picture, and if you want to see the full episode with picture-in-picture effects, please go to YouTube at Taibu Muad'Dib 4019 and subscribe. Don't miss an episode. Go over to Taibu 2 Rise on Instagram, click that play button, and watch that drop down and hit my series. Don't miss an episode. If 2024 is going to be anybody's year, it's going to be mine. I'm going to tell you why. I'm the sexiest man in Dallas, sexiest man in the whole DFW. And I'm a confirmed genius. And I'm serious about what I say. And I mean what I say. And I'm really good at what I do. So I got the dating show come out, put the subscriptions up. I'm going to let y'all sew into my situation so I can help more of you. Does that make sense? I'm going to get out in the community. I'm going to come to your hometown. I'm going to speak. I'm going to inspire. I got you guys going. Right? Rob sent her to the bank. She had dementia. Y'all in there going hard. I appreciate my TikTok family, everybody over here on LinkedIn. Taibu Muad'Dib, certified goal achievement coach. The certification allows me to speak with candor to people who are not like me, licensed to help counsel, motivate, inspire, and help people achieve their goals that are not like me, that don't have my lived experience. That's what a professional can do. That's what I do for you. Download the EFC workbook. Find it. It'll be in the description of most things that I post. Get to know me. Get to know my business. I appreciate you guys. Now, with that being said, I stand with the brother TD Jakes. I stand with him. If you don't know Donnie McClurkin and his story, the man love his music. People, how do people treat him? Oh, he used to be a homosexual. I'll never listen to him preach. I'll never listen to his music. What did you used to be? I'm shocked amidst all this expose that the LGBT, I don't know where they're at. The LGBTQ community sure use the African people and their struggle and their plight for equality to quote unquote gain their own in the community, to gain acceptance in the community. I don't see them standing with the brother TD Jakes. So what that tells me is he's probably not one of their own. Now, any gay man or gay woman will tell you that they can peep out another gay man or gay woman in the room. Won't they say that? Won't they say that? So the lack of response from the LGBTQ community on behalf of the brother Jakes or the brother Diddy pretty much tells me that he's not one of their own. Otherwise, they're fake, phony, and bogus, and y'all just dead wrong. Or I'm telling you right now, it just is what it is. These are my words. You all know the LGBT community will jump in, but if somebody's openly gay and y'all come at them, the LGBT community will shut your page down. Right. Here's the one thing I want to say before I move forward. I guarantee you, the people who are trying to build success by tearing down Mr. Jakes or Mr. Diddy's. All right. You know what it is. You know who it is. Taibu Muad'Dib, Mornings with Muad'Dib. I'm jumping on here a little bit late, because that's what I do. I jump in late, but I get it going. This morning, we're going to discuss the 50 and Rick Ross beef. I got some investment tips from you from another TikToker. We're going to go crazy, man. It's that day, hump day. So I want you guys and gals out there to tighten up your ties and your suits and get fresh. For all my followers out there, man, if you are not following me at Taibu Muad'Dib 4019, you're just missing out because I'm giving you the things, the tips that you need to have. All right. So here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, it's going to be nice today. We have rain coming up in the weekend. It will rain on Super Bowl Sunday in the Dallas Fort Worth area. So make sure that you get to the party safely and get home from the party safely. Folks can't drive in Dallas. Y'all know how it is. All right. Let's go. Thank you very much for the applause. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man, making sure that I get it going. I want to keep it popping, so I got my sound effects here today for you guys and gals. Her fight is my fight. So what do we have for domestic violence, sexual violence? Women and children are largely unprotected. We have the fundraising event for Guard Me Gear. The Guard Me Gear is my startup. I want to prototype, manufacture, and test and redesign so we can deliver this product to you. The device will be, technologically sound. It'll be set up so that it resembles your watch, other jewelries and pendants, things of that nature. But the Guard Me Gear will do three things. It will prevent these situations from happening because you will be wearing our brand. It will protect you because you can summon help with it. And the last thing it will do will make sure the person, if they are successful in doing anything to you at all, we'll catch them the first time. They'll get caught the first time, every time. So we'll get these unreported perverts, these unreported violent men and women off the streets right away. That's what we're going to do with the Guard Me Gear, because the evidence collected will go ahead and lock them down and shut them down. Now, this should make politicians happy because they can build more prisons, but we're going to put the right people in them this time, all right? We're going to get the right folks in there this time. Taibu Muad'Dib, my show is going up because you are too. I appreciate all your support on TikTok and over on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, all right? I'm going to go ahead to my subscription only joint, because if you're not a subscriber, you just can't watch. That's what it comes down to. I can't believe this thing. I'm having the hardest time. I can't get nothing done. All right, let's see. Let's go. Pause that. Let's go. So, get this going. There it is. All right. So, in my sub only live, only the people that subscribe to my channel can get Mornings with Muad'Dib. Give me my flowers. I mean, it is what it is. I'll start eventually posting some of my shows for you, but we're into a 5-day challenge. We're 3 days in. So what we're doing is we're checking our receipts, our bank receipts. So go online, go on your mobile device, go on your phone, look at your bank statements and see what you're missing, see what you're doing wrong, see what you're spending, what's your impulse spending. Where are you spending the impulse spending at? Like if you go to a certain place, are you there and are you doing it differently? What's the issue? What's going on? How come you can't seem to not spend as much as you intend to when you go certain places? There's a TikTok out right now where there's this thing out right now where people are stepping outside their house with their kids or their wives, and they're putting them back in the house because they cost too much to take them with them, right? They're always spending on them. So that's a good indication that some folks are looking at budgeting better. And I appreciate that. That's a good TikTok to have up. But I want you to get personal with it. Check your receipts. Where do you spend your most of your impulse spending at? If you are in the grocery store, you go to spend, I don't know, $50 on groceries. I'm gonna get some stuff for dinner for tonight and tomorrow night. But you come out of there with $100 worth of groceries, that means you need to check your receipts and look at it. All right. That's part of the challenge. Finance, physics and finance. Are you being physically active? I mean, to work your body out. So you can build your body or break your body down. Only those two things. There is no maintaining. You're either building your body up or you're breaking it down. So if you have a physical job, forklifting, if you're working with sheet metal, if you're doing construction, and you feel like you're a strong guy because you're doing a strong labor, you could be tearing your body down. We need exercises that build your body up, that stretch your muscles, that build the fibers in them. We want to build your body up. So working out for a half an hour every day, breaking a sweat and getting a good workout to build your body up, and work on your cardiovascular endurance, right? Your cardiovascular system is so important to your health. So make sure we get the jump roping in there and things of that nature, the whole nine. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, live on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for my subscribers only. All right. Subscriptions. If you're not a subscriber, if you don't want to pay for a subscription on TikTok, I mean, that means you're broke, and I don't really want you on my program anyway. Just kidding. All right. Now, if you can't afford the subscription on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Taibu Muad'Dib 4019. It's free right now. It won't always be free because I'm going up, but right now you can get the full episode. All right. So, day 3, we're focusing on her fight, right? So, women deal with a ton of issues: childbirth, postpartum depression, breast cancer awareness, cervical cancer. The woman's body, man, needs to be, blessed and needs to be, secured. We need to put more effort into our, protecting our women. That's just the bottom line. And men, whether you're a girl dad or not, you still have mothers and sisters and aunts and cousins. If you look at what's happening out here right now, you have so many people that are just doing the wrong things. They're taking opportunities and they're doing the wrong things. And I did a podcast about Free Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey because, that young lady that's in the center of that whole controversy didn't have the guard me gear security tech wearable, or she would be alive and those men would be free. Because they didn't do it, and someone's out there right now unreported, probably ready to do it again. The sad part about this whole situation is that no one is taking the time to look at the sheer absurdity of the behavior of the law enforcement people that were involved in that situation. God forbid I lose a loved one, and I have, to a violent crime. Long time ago, back in 99, my sister passed away due to a violent crime. But they got the guy, the right guy. Okay. It didn't bring her back, but they took him off the street so he can't do that to anybody else. Praise God. My point is this: her fight is my fight. Because had my sister had the guard me gear security tech wearable, she would be alive today. We need to make sure that we give everyone a response, people. And sadly, law enforcement generally these days, until they fix the system and fix what's going on in their departments, law enforcement isn't the person you want to show up to help you for the most part. They're just not. And I'm comfortable saying that. Especially if you look like me. It is what it is. Taibu Muad'Dib right here, man, going hard. If you want to see the full episode over here on Instagram, make sure you subscribe or go to YouTube. Let's go. And I'm doing these shows because it's important for me to make sure that everyone knows really that I'm serious about trying to build a stronger person, a stronger family, and a stronger community. All right. Copy that, paste that. Let's go. And that's where it is for me. Bam. Okay. Good enough. Sorry. Got to keep the pipes right. All right. So now I'm gonna post that post. I'm gonna go over here to my regular page in a minute. So, what do we have right now? What do we have right now over here? We get over here. Let's go over here and go live on my Type of Muad'Dib page. Let's see what we got today. TikTok, Rick Ross and 50 Cent. Two moguls in the game, two rappers and businessmen in the game. But we have to look at the sadness of our culture and how we're handling our business. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pause that, freeze that. I'm unmuted though. Let me go over here and screen share for y'all, just basically what's happening. So it looks like Rick Ross is responding to commentary by not just 50 in a post online, but also Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club. Okay. So that's one thing that we're looking at. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure I get both these. I got too many tabs open. Too many tabs. All right, now we got it. Here's Rick Ross responding to 50 Cent, I guess a diss online, and Charlemagne. Let's listen to what Rick has to say, and then we'll discuss it in a moment. All right. Let me go ahead, pump the volume up. I'm gonna mute myself for a moment on the feed so it's not done.
Say, Rose, we believe 50 Cent just made a comment about you online. I seen it and I said to myself, y'all don't know 50 Cent like I do. He wouldn't do that. For one, his bitch dream chasers. She been a dream chaser bitch for many years, still is. That's when she told me I was her favorite. For two, nigga, we been rich. We still getting money. Them niggas was laughing at my first week sales. They was doing $1 million the first week, and I did 150, 180, and they was laughing. But you smell that salt water, right? I let them niggas trick you. Biggest. So I seen that I thought was actually kind of cute. Charlemagne referred to 50 Cent as a diabolical genius. And me, thinking the way I think of Charlemagne, he would know better than that. A diabolical genius doesn't file foreclosure, doesn't file bankruptcy, it's not a diabolical genius. A diabolical genius for my next generation of young bosses. They buying Delta. They buying the Miami Heat. They making big boy moves. Cracking jokes on somebody don't make you diabolical, because if that's made you diabolical, I would be diabolical for calling DJ MVP pickle paddle pickle pickle.
I'll leave that up for a moment. Let's talk about that. So first, he goes in on 50. He says, "Man, I know 50. He wouldn't come at me like that because this girl, she's sweating me. You know what I'm saying? She's never stopped sweating me. She's still trying to holler at me, right? She's still trying to get on the team." First, he says that, right? Then he's just like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? We still rich." He didn't say richer than 50. He just said we still rich over here. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Elon Musk cracking jokes on Warren Buffett, is what he's basically saying. You don't see these, the melons, coming at the Rockefellers or the Kennedys, about where their bank accounts sitting at. And so what we have here is culturally, what we have here is the slave mentality between rich men, rich African brothers. We have the slave mentality. It pervades even into the minds of our rich and our wealthy. Why is that? Why do we have basically non-physical slave fighting between these two brothers? What gets a person to go on and publicly come at somebody else that's just as well off as they are? I I can't think of anything else, but just things need to change. I'm Taibu Muad'Dib, hashtag African Messiah. It needs to stop, right? We should be focusing on the Guard Me Gear fundraising event and protecting women and children. We shouldn't be, sneak dissing about whose album is coming out and is selling the most. I believe that if you look at even some NBA players, their contracts with shoe companies and different deals pay them more than their salaries on their job. So Rick Ross with the Wingstop, 50 with the vitamin water, they're doing different things in different areas. They don't even need to put out records. As far as staying relevant, if you want to put out music, do it because you love it or because we love to hear it. Continue to put out music that make us vibe, make us groove, help us to ride smooth. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see this as being fruitful in any sense of the word. So make sure I drop my likes in there. You guys are checking me out. You only get a minute to watch, but I'm telling you right now, Mornings with Muad'Dib is that show. I got it locked down. All right, got it locked down. This right here is disgraceful. The 50 Rick Ross thing, let it drop. There's just so much more going on in the world than that. We can come together and have something meaningful. With all that money, we can put together a movement to have real political power in this country. And y'all talking about album sales? You're beefing over whose girl likes, who wants to get with. If you run 100 mil, I just don't see the point. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that share. On the investment side, since we're looking at physical and finance and fitness, this is our 5-day challenge. We're 3 days into it. I hope you guys are working out and looking over your finances. Let me go to a screen share about a TikTok that involves some good stuff. All right, let's get some good stuff in here. So when you want to go to the next level, you have to invest in yourself first. That's first. All right, you want to invest in yourself. Where do you invest? Depends on who you ask. Let's see what this brother has to say about where to invest, when, and why. I hate it when it does this. Verified to continue. I hate it when it does that. All right. Hold on, old school. Hold on. I got you. Now, he might look a little bit aged and it funny, but he talking money. All right. So let's go ahead and get the screen share real quick. I'm gonna mute myself.
Go in and get yourself a season age shelf corporation. Why season age shelf? The same way you can get a new corp, you can go get an old one. So why would you get a new corp and when you can't get no money? We're supposed to get money to do business, not do business to get money. So why would you get a new corp and when you can't get no money? We're supposed to get money to do business, not do business to get money. Go in, invest your money, go in and get a season age shelf corp. What is that? Season age. That means old. Shelf means some lawyer or somebody has put it on the shelf and they saving it until it's 3 years old and sell it to people who know what they're doing. You may not know about it, but people know about it. It's got some money. They buying 5 and 6 of them and getting their money. Make sure that if you get it, a seasoned age corporation, make sure it's shelf. That you never have an EIN number, because if you get an EIN number, it could have bad credit. Get your own EIN number. And the last thing is, what about unpublished? The only person that can tell you about that is a high-end banker usually, and I know about that. What is that? So if you buy a corporation from somebody, you pick the corp offline, the bank can go in and look with an algorithm and see that corp was sold online last month. So you look like a liar. They're going to red flag you and they get no money. Unpublished corporation, season age shelf, unpublished. Who going to tell you?
So if you haven't subscribed over here on YouTube and you missed that, my man right there was just breaking down investments. And in this year 2024, my investment game, my investment portfolio, let's go. You can't leave 2024 talking about you want to be rich, you want to have money, you want to be financially free without establishing a portfolio. That's why I'm doing this 5-day challenge. We're 3 days in. What's going on, schools in session? We're 3 days into the 5-day challenge. You can't leave 2024 without having an investment portfolio. We're in February. So if you do this challenge this month with me, you'll have the money based on your budget by the end of this year to begin a portfolio. All right? To begin a portfolio. So I want you guys and gals to know this is important. Watch Mornings with Muad'Dib. Get your subscription. Subscribe to my lives. I'm just not giving out free game the way I used to because you guys and gals, y'all not doing the right thing with it. So I'm not giving it out. I'm putting my foot down. I'm letting y'all know right now, if you want this game, you got to pay, right? Or promote. So when you go over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, all I need to do is get to 1,000. I get to 1,000, I can become a partner. Bam, I can blow up over there and give y'all more show. So go over to YouTube and subscribe for free and watch the shows and get the information, or subscribe right here. I appreciate your support. Subscribe right here, over here on TikTok. Get your live subscription, and you'll have access to my workouts. You'll have access to my posts about just all my stuff. I'm going subscriber only now. I've earned that. I've built my platform into that situation. Pay to play with Taibu Muad'Dib. That's what's up. So now, the next step. What are we talking about? The next step, okay? The next step is her fight is my fight. I'm still going to be big on this. I'm still going to make sure that I'm doing the right thing with this. Her fight is my fight. So what does that mean? The Guard Me Gear fundraising event, and I want to, by spring break ground on the first device. $150,000 is the mark. I got donations coming in slowly right now, but hopefully it'll pick up $5 and share the link. Is all I'm asking. A minimum of $5. We can do that. I have enough social media presence. Everybody puts their $5 in before spring break. I'll go ahead and break ground. And GoFundMe shows you guys and gals how the fundraiser is going. It gives you updates. And I always make sure I thank everybody that donates. You know, I put their picture on there, or I just put their name out there. I thank them personally. It's that important to me. but you don't want to see another story of a child abducted. You don't want to see another story of a woman raped and murdered and killed. You don't want to hear your friend say how she got beat up by her boyfriend. You don't want to hear any more child abuse stories, from your kids. I'm talking about, you don't want to hear anymore. You want to get involved in stopping it. We can end it this year. We can put an end to it. I'm guaranteeing you guys. And when you look at the link, when you go to the fundraiser, you can see it for yourself, how it works and why it's going to work. All right. The issue is, I don't mind putting it out there the way I am now and raising money widely for it, because I've already got the business set. So I already have dominion and property rights. So people can't even follow it. Plus, the secret sauce is in the working of the network, how we built the company, not in just the device itself. There are plenty of devices out there, from pepper spray to tasers to key alarms to Invisalign. There's plenty of stuff out there. None of it's making a difference. The Guard Me gear is how we take the fight to the people out there in the streets, for her and with her. All right. Just being real. Type Muad'Dib, we're getting this thing done. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some more effects. Get this thing done. Comment. All right. I want to get you guys and gals this whole deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on there for you. You may not have seen it, may not have known it, but we will make sure that we get the link on there, copied, and get it done. All right. Just want to make sure I copied the link for you guys and gals so y'all can get over there and get it done. If you want to make a difference, that's how you do it. If you want to make a difference, that's how you do it. I'm a couple minutes over my time. That's all right, because I didn't get on here for a couple seconds. Guard Me gear, it has to happen. It has to happen. There's no way, to not get involved at this point right now, you just have to know that you're enabling every person that's committing these crimes and not being reported. You're enabling every person that wants help and is afraid to ask for it from not getting the help that they need. So go hit the link up, go get involved. All right. And for many of you, I will be inboxing you directly, and give you opportunities to donate. But look, let's get this thing going. Let's not wait until we hear of somebody getting hurt that we love and then being like, oh, I should have went ahead and donated. That we need that. Every person I talked to has said, yeah, that's something, but they haven't donated the $5. Just $5, and then share the link. That's all I'm saying. We can get there. And we should get there. Let's do it together. We can do this for ourselves. We don't need big government. Oh, the government should do. I pay taxes. No, it's not going to happen like that. Let's do this for ourselves. Let's protect our own communities with the Guard Me gear, personal security, wearable technology. All right. Type Muad'Dib. Let's go ahead and go to the phrase that pays. All right. We want to make sure we get it done. I'm not going to keep you guys and gals very long because I have stuff to do today that's very, very super important. So I'll leave you guys and gals with the opportunity to check out Love that commercial. Well, that's the show, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Mornings with Muad'Dib. We'll come back tomorrow. Remember, Friday, to culminate this, I'll do some sharing with you guys, what my budget looks like, what my fitness looks like. I'm going to be doing some posting. But remember, without subscribing to YouTube or TikTok Live, we have my subscriptions, wherever I have subscriptions at, you are not going to be able to get this full content. So make sure you become a subscriber and join the coaching community today. That's the show. Now you know. Yeah. That's how you do it. It's crazy. 5-day challenge, just 5 days. Fitness and finance. Work out a half an hour every day, hard enough to break a sweat, and look over your receipts. Look over your bank statements. All right. Check them out. What are you spending on that you shouldn't be spending on? What do you really actually need? Let's get you a budget. Let's get you some coaching. All right. Type in with D. That's the show. Now you know. Let's go. Lockdown. Booyah.